Hey, what's up, you tactical bastards? Here I am in my living room this time. Well, my dining room this time. There's not enough room in the holster shop. It's just a mess in there. There's shit everywhere. So I just figure I'll do this on my dining room table. If you've been keeping up, I had a Glock 48 about a month ago, and I carried it for a while. And it wasn't as comfortable as I thought it would be. And it wasn't bad, but as you know, I'm the fussiest gun carrier on YouTube, I think. I am the fussiest gun carrier in the galaxy of the universe. That's how fussy I am. And if I'm sitting down and I feel my gun, and then I'm getting up and I'm constantly repositioning my gun, I will not keep carrying it because it's a pain in the friggin' ass, right? So I'm finding myself doing that with the Glock 48. The reason why I bought the Glock 48 is because my friend John had the Glock 48 when I was working at Double Action, and he let me shoot it, and I shot so well with it, I couldn't believe how great I was shooting it. So I said, you know, one day I'm going to get a Glock 48 and just carry that. And you know what happened? That happened, but I find it much more present on my body than I do the Glock 43. And for me, that's a big problem. Because I know, because I'm lazy, and I get very easily irritated. I'm a person that gets very irritated over the stupidest little things. I've been that way my whole life, and it sucks to be that way. I was hoping by this age of my life I would mature a little bit and have more patience. Nope, not happening. So I said, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the Glock 48 to a friend of mine. It gives me a very fair price for my firearms if I sell them. And I'm fortunate to have a person like that, so I don't lose a lot of money when I sell my guns. And he gave me a good price for it, and I said, I need a Glock 43X. I said, I like the magazine capacity with the 48, but I don't like the long slide carrying it because I don't want to feel the gun, and it's annoying to me. I found myself constantly fidgeting with it when I was carrying. So now that we're in my house, you're going to hear my dog licking her bowl. You will hear her walking around with her nails on the wood floor. Okay? You're going to hear all that shit. You might hear the train go by. You might hear a fucking goddamn air horn go off, because every time there's a little fire, the sirens go off. From the sirens from it sounds like you're in the movie fucking Private Ryan. You feel like you're in the 1940s, like the Germans are coming when them things go off. And there's not only one in Delaware County. There's a couple in every township. So they make sure you can really hear it when it goes off. So anyway, just advising you, you might hear all that. So I got my Glock 43. I need to shoot it. I've been carrying it just to see how it felt. And it does what I like it to do. It disappears. It disappears, not visually. Physically. Physically disappears. In other words, I don't feel it on me, as long as I get it in the right position. Now the Glock 43, regular Glock 43, was even more comfortable. But the 48 is just as comfortable as long as you put an FBI cant. You got to put an FBI cant on the holster clip, which is this. So you can see this is on an angle. So when it's on your belt straight, the gun will sit like that, and this will be on your side. Because if it was straight up and down, the gun would sit like that, and then this will poke out your shirt, or print through your shirt. So now that I have an FBI camp on the 43, seriously, dog, it disappears, and it's very comfortable. And now that it's comfortable, I will carry it. The dog just hit the tripod. Lucy, go lay down. Go lick your 6 nipples and fart for 3 hours like you usually do every night. I love Glocks, man. You know, isn't it weird? You know, I mean, you gotta know I love Glocks because things wear off me so quickly when I get stuff. You guys know that since you've been watching me for 10 years almost, right? It's almost 10 years. You've been watching me. You know how I get sick of things. I can't get sick of Glocks because the gun gives you such, you know what it is? It's the other guns you buy and they're always fucking up all the time. That's what it is. I'll buy another gun, a different brand, and it's running all right, then bam, hi, I suck. Then I'll buy another gun of a different brand. I'm like, oh, I spent $1,200 on this gun. This is a great gun. This gun's legendary. Watch this. Great shooting, nice tight group. I shoot it better than the Glock because it's heavier. I can drill the target. Then all of a sudden, boom, malfunction. Lets me down. Right? Every time I buy a Glock, I don't care if it's a Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't give a flying fuck. The goddamn guns never let you down. Never let you down. And I don't understand a Glock hater. If you don't like the way the gun looks, that's fine. Is it too plain for you? I like the way Glocks look. They're clean, they're slender, and they work. You understand? Like a grizzly's dick. You want to get a nice, fancy $1,000 gun with all kinds of serrations on it and an extra short reset trigger and all. That's cool. That's cool. Good luck with it. I hope it's reliable. And some of them are. I'm not saying they're not. But when you get a Glock in your hand, and you've had Glocks for years, you just know it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. That should be a sticker on their box. It's going to be okay. Because they just friggin' work. They work. They're very simple. They figured it out. How to make it a flawless machine. They did. And I think everyone overthinks it and makes guns too intricate to make it reliable. It's not. It's more of a simple part system to make a gun reliable. And Glock figured it out. So you can hate Glocks all you want. And when I worked at a gun shop, a lot of new gun owners don't like Glocks. Do you know why? Because they like the way guns look. That's, to a new gun owner. And they'll come in and go, I hate Glocks. Here's a guy who never shot a gun in his life and he hates Glocks. Why you hate them? I don't know. I just don't like them. Oh, that's a good answer. That sounds like a liberal arguing with, about gun control. Great answer. But, so, I'll see someone else come out of the range with their fancy race gun, you know what I mean? And, oh, my gun's jamming. I'm like, wow, your $1,700 1911's jamming that you got customized? Yeah. Why? It doesn't like the ammo. Oh, okay. Okay. So your $2,000 gun is ammo finicky? No, it's not ammo finicky. It just doesn't like this ammo. I said, oh, okay. And this was the Glock hater. He goes, I was like, you should get a Glock 19. Nah, I would never buy a Glock. Okay. I said, I'll tell you what. The ammo in your gun, so I bet you $100 cash right now. Put it on the table. I bet you my Glock will run it like a sewing machine. My cheap $500 Glock will run it perfectly to your fancy $2,000 gun. Yeah, you just, I'll just end it there. It didn't get to that, but, it's just like, you don't make statements like that unless you have experience, and the way humans are, you just accept that because everybody does that, you know what I mean? They just like to hear themselves talk, or they want to sound like they know something, and so they're trying to, I don't know if they're trying to get your respect, make you think they know stuff, I don't know. But if you've already been down that road and you're listening to a new person, you're looking at them like, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. So it's okay to not like a Glock. Yeah, they got a stiff trigger. Yeah, they recoil because they're light. But if you're looking for reliability and something that's never going to fail and something that'll probably run almost any ammunition you put to it, unless it's some weak ass reloads from some goofball making them that doesn't know what he's doing, you can't go wrong with the Glock. And what's cool about it is it's only $500. Well, not now because the douche did a freaking nut job we got in office right now. Now everything's getting gouged because they're panic buying guns. But that's it. So actually, this video should be called "Why I Like Glocks," but it's not. It's the Glock 43X. But I got the 43X. There's my thing on Glocks. And don't buy aftermarket magazines. I already tried them Shield Arm magazines. I didn't even shoot them, but I bought them, and then I seen from a great source that they fail under heavy usage. Lots of rounds going through them, and a heavy pounding of days and days of a tactical safety class or a course from a very good source. They were failing. Those magazines were failing. This is what I heard from a very good source, someone I respect. So it doesn't surprise me. I mean, you can't make a YouTube video with an aftermarket mag and only put 50 rounds through it and say, see, it works, see? You can't do that. You can't do that with a couple hundred rounds. You got to put a lot of ammo through it, get it all dirty and mucky, and then see if it still runs. Well, obviously, I guess they weren't running because he didn't have nothing good to say about them. So, okay, I'll take my less rounds and my more reliable gun, okay? Less rounds and a more reliable gun. I'd rather do that. So, the bottom line is, right now, I don't see any gun that coming out calling, you know when you know a gun's good? When they call it the killer, like the Glock killer. How come they don't call it the HK killer or the SIG killer? They always say this is the Glock killer because they know it's the most sold gun in the world, and it's got a fantastic reputation, and they're all trying to get the reliability to those new guns to measure up to the Glock's reliability. All right. Now I'm just talking about strict reliability. I'm not talking about easy to shoot, easy to handle, great recoil. No, I'm not talking about that. If I had a Sig Sauer 226, I would shoot it better. The recoil would be better. I would shoot amazing with it because the thing's 42 ounces. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about a reliable gun to carry, or just a reliable gun in general. Peace of mind gun is the Glock. That's it. That's from my experience. I can only go by from my experience. And, most respected people that are range instructors, they love the Glocks, man. It's because they don't have any problems with them. That's all. So I'm saying, if you get a new Glock, leave it alone. Don't change springs. You don't need a steel guide rod in there. You don't need an extended slide stop in there. You don't need an aftermarket magazine, because now you have a gun that's not a Glock if you do all that. That's not a Glock. That just says Glock on the slide, but it's not a Glock anymore. Now you got this crazy Frankenstein gun. You're confusing the gun from its science of its development. Leave it alone. If you want to do something to it, put sights on it. You want to put a 3.5 connector in there, they seem to be fine. I don't see a problem with those. I put them in all my Glocks, so never have any issues with them. But I wouldn't mess with any springs or anything like that. And you're going to have guys leave comments, I change everything in my Glock and it runs perfect. Well, good for you, you're lucky. But I'd rather not have any doubt in my head that the gun's solid. It's just solidly reliable. That's the most important thing. So I don't want to stay on this too long about that. So it's Glock 43X, Glock mags, everything's, you know, I got the rubber talon grips on there. I love them. They just give it a nice sticky feeling. I love the front serrations. That's huge that Glock does that now. I'm so glad they do that because I use the front serrations. I'm a front serrations person. And I'm glad I got my 43 back. That's all. So if you're in the market for a gun, you want a nice gun that holds a decent amount of ammunition, which holds 10 plus 1, 11 rounds. Here in Pennsylvania, hollow points are legal. I use 124 grain HSTs, and according to ballistics, they do very well, so that's what I use. There's the jerk off again. Told you he'd be going by any second. Let him blow his fucking horn. Alright. And I got my awesome SOG knife and my Streamlight Pro Tac 2L, which is one of my favorite models. You know, you don't have to have a flashlight with 1,000 lumens. Seriously? Why do you need a flashlight with 1,000 lumens? Is it cool to have 1,000 lumens? Yeah. Look how bright my light is. I mean, unless you work in a fucking, you're standing on top of a lighthouse in a tower. You know, in other words, what I'm saying is, if a light has a good light and it's 500 lumens or 400 lumens or higher, it's fine. It's plenty of light. It's plenty of light. You don't think look how bright that light is? That's not bright enough? Are you freaking kidding me? I don't even know what this is. I think it's 400 lumens or 500 lumens, one or the other. And it's $40, and I've had it for a very long time. You can see all the wear. And the switches are fine. It doesn't sputter. It's a solid light, and they're only $40. They're great lights. And this is my SOG, overly built SOG Seal XR. It's very, very nice. It's built like a zero tolerance. It's very, very overly built. Great knife. I mean, there are SOGs that suck. I've had them. I have them. But this particular one, they went way and beyond. Way and beyond with this one. This is friggin' awesome. That's it. You don't need to see my wallet. There's my OD green phone. But I can't use the cordless charger anymore because the case is too thick. And then there's my holster for my 43X. And like I said, all I had to do is to accommodate for the handle is put an FBI cant on the clip. So the gun, instead of it sitting straight, it will sit on an angle. This way it'll make it disappear when I'm carrying, it'll conceal better, and it'll be more comfortable. It'll be poking out the back of your shirt. So with this particular gun, I go FBI cant. I never did that before. This one I did because of the handle. If it's a short-handled gun, I don't see a reason to go FBI cant, you know, because it's not going to poke out as a short handle. I never tried the claw system yet. I make them with my holsters. I do the claws. Some people like them. I'm not really carry appendix. I mean, I lost weight, but I'm not a thin person by no means. And it just doesn't work for guys with bellies, the appendix carry. But you can still use the claw to strong side carry. It still helps. It still pushes the handle inward to your body. So I might mess around with that later. But video's getting too long. So I just wanted to show you this, guys. Glock 43X is a great, fantastic choice for a carry gun because it's reliable. That's the bottom line. It's reliable. And I love it. Alright? That's it. I'll talk to you guys.